I think a lot of people misunderstand the simple fact of life. If you want to be successful in life, in anything, if you want to be successful in dating, money, whatever the case may be, you have to be a good person in order for that to happen.
True
Would you guys agree?
success. True success, yes, because success financially without contentment and peace of mind, to me, is not success at all.
Yeah, I'll say it just having a good name really carries such strong weight, and it pays massive dividends over time. You know.
Well, in my other
Um,
business, when I get referrals from other people, I don't bid against anybody, and I have people give me thousands of dollars without a contract or anything because they trust me, even though they never met me, but they're referred from somebody they trust. And if you're integrous and honest, when you talk to people, they can feel that.
Yeah.
So I say all the time, I really feel honored that I have the trust of people many times that I've never met before. So yes, it's very important, very valuable in business. And people a lot of times want to badmouth rich people and say, they're crooks, they got their money, they're crooked. Because that keeps them from having to try to do something. They can justify, well, I'm not crooked like him. At least I'm not crooked or dishonest like he is. And that's bullshit to keep them poor and to keep them where they're at, to justify they're not taking the action so they can live with themselves.
Yeah,
totally agree. It's just fascinating how the Bible actually interrelates. I mean, it strikes me that in Matthew it says a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit.
Yes.
Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Wherefore you, by their fruit you shall know them. Or often they would say by their deeds, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. No, it's so true. That's a great thing you brought up there, Thor. You know, a good tree cannot give bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot give good fruit, and that's the truth. Like, you know, like when you, I mean, one of the greatest indicators of somebody is look at their children. Yeah. You know what I mean? If their kids are a bunch of fucking degenerate pieces of shit, like you may have dropped the ball there. ERP Sensei, he says this too. Integrity is very scarce today. I think that's true. You guys have obviously lived longer than I have, and you've kind of watched America decline in a certain direction. Would you guys say that people are kind of like shittier and shadier now than they used to be back in the day?
Well, it's more profound and it's more out there. Integrity is not so much being the perfect person and never making a mistake, because I make mistakes. It's having the integrity to come back and say, hey, I was wrong, or I made a mistake. That's basically integrity, is just being accountable and standing behind your actions.
Yeah, I wouldn't say people are any more shittier.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I think what happens is over the years, we've lost the guidance from fathers and grandfathers. We've lost the guidance to young men, and young women have lost that guidance from their mothers and their grandmothers also.
Right.
To have integrity. All right. You have to be, integrity is not something you're born with. None of your values are something you're born with. You learn those values based on the input for the first 1 to 6 years from your parents, your grandparents, and the immediate family. And if the immediate family is so fractured now that there's no common core values within the family that you push out into your kids. And you can see the families that do stick together. Okay, they have and stick together in a traditional way. They have those core values that get passed on to the children, and then those children pass those on to their children. Are people any shittier? No, we've always been the same people. But are we less wise in the understanding of how to build a community within the family, or a community even within our communities? Yeah, we're really lacking on those skills anymore. Because Ecclesiastes is all about, if you read all of Ecclesiastes, it's about setting rules for moral standards, values, and how you treat yourself and how you treat other people. Okay. Right. When you say, a good name is better than perfume, it's not a literal interpretation. What it's telling you is, how you appear to others is important, but you have to have integrity when you do that, because you don't want to build this fake image of yourself.
Yeah.
You want to have it's telling you to be your true authentic self, but be a good, true, authentic self. All right. We have the decision about whether we're going to be good or bad. We're going to practice things that contribute to society, our person, our families, and the group that we belong to, or the things that are going to distract from that. And that's what a name is. A name is how people identify you, not by what they call you, but how they interpret what you are.
Yeah. I think maybe maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You guys know I'm kind of jaded about America in general. I fucking left.
I don't think so. I agree with Wraith, and I kind of agree with you too, John, because I think that the incentives have increased to not have integrity because we're very focused with how we're teaching and conditioning young people and people in general to seek external validation. And with those kind of incentives, you're not going to get the integrity.